Might just step away here. A lot of times when you're trying to get a Mustang to approach you for the first few times, they might think that you might jump at them. So if we step away when they get a little bit uncomfortable, that shows them that we don't mean any harm. Alright guys, this is session 2 with Juniper, and we're going to repeat basically the same exercises as session 1, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm walking around till he acknowledges me, and then I'm turning around to mark that I noticed that he did so. And last time we left off with me hand feeding him some hay. So I'm going to try and see if I can get him to approach me first before I hold out the hay. We'll give it a few times, see how it goes. If he's not interested, then I will hold out the hay to have him come over. So again, I'm just walking in a round fashion around him. And then as soon as he looks, I will mark that by turning around. Okay, now that we've done that several times, I'm just going to hold up some of this hay and see if he is interested. Looks like he already hears it. He's thinking about coming over. Very good. Might just step away here. A lot of times when you're trying to get a Mustang to approach you for the first few times, they might think that you might jump at them. So if we step away when they get a little bit uncomfortable, that shows them that we don't mean any harm. That's okay, he's really thinking about it, he's just not sure. Okay, here he comes. Notice I'm keeping my hips pointed away from him, so I'm not adding any pressure with my body, and I'm inviting him in with the shape of my body. Okay, so here I'm going to try some approach and retreat, and I'm moving forward based on the stress indicators that he shows me. Okay, so he looked away, I'm going to move back. You can do it. Okay, and he took a bite, so I'm going to step away, just so he doesn't feel like he has to back off. We'll see if he wants to do that again. His lip touched my finger again. Wasn't too sure about it. It's pretty funny how these Mustangs a lot of times feel like if they touch a human or a human touches them, they have to be really freaked out about it in the beginning. Even though this guy was haltered and stuff, hard-tied, he's not anywhere near being comfortable with humans. And we see this a lot with Mustangs, and it's actually one of the big problems as to why these guys often end up getting left in kill pens, because people try to break them by just throwing a halter and saddle on them. But if these guys never actually truly understand that they don't have to be scared of humans, then it's really difficult to truly get them trained using those techniques, because they're always holding on to a fear of humans unless they learn that humans aren't so bad, which is what our goal is in this very first step in the gentling process. Now I might see if I can approach him this time. Very good. Oh, that's okay. You're all right. I'm really working with my alfalfa scraps here, so they're a little short. But that's okay. He's still doing awesome. He's a very nice looking horse, and he has some very cool roan coloration here. I'm not too sure. Notice when I back off, he stopped moving away and started coming back towards me almost immediately. I'm just watching for stress indicators as I approach here. Eyes are blinking. We have a normal breathing rate. Jerked away, so I'm going to lean back. Okay, there he steps, so I'm going to step away first. We have some licking and chewing. And he's thinking about coming back over now. Let's see if I can get a little longer handful here. That's better. Good. He thought about coming over. Okay, he shifted his weight away, so I'm going to move over. These are the little tiny things that communicate to your horse. Even an untouched Mustang, or one that has a little bit of trauma or previous training, it communicates that you understand what they're saying to you, you understand when they're feeling stressed, and that you empathize with that stress. So you're not going to just not care if they're stressed and walk right up to them anyways. You're going to say, hey, I see that you're stressed. You're okay. Relax. Everything's fine. I'm not going to push you. And they respond amazingly to that. And this stuff works with any horse that you come across. Not just Mustangs, but any domestic horse, whether they've been ridden for years or not. Okay, there he looked away. Good. He's getting a little more comfortable now. Stepping a little closer. His lip touched my finger again there. Very good. That time he didn't jerk away nearly as much, and his head level stayed a little bit lower. We have that sigh right there, the exhale. That's a sign of relaxation. It's all good stuff. So the first step with this guy and any untouched Mustang, I know he's not untouched, but we're going to consider him untouched because he didn't make any good progress training. So the first step is teaching them that humans are actually pretty cool and good things happen to them when they're around humans. You might see if I can approach him this time. Okay, this head shaking he's doing, in this situation, that's him considering what's going on. And since he has a little bit of previous history with humans, he probably feels that I have ulterior motives other than making friends with him. So he's going to be a little bit more skeptical. It's a nice shake right there. Some dancers making a lot of racket behind us here. And so is Missy over here. Notice how quickly he's beginning to approach. going to give him one more good handful, and that'll be the end of today's session. Let's leave off on this really good note. We don't have to do a lot for these things to be very effective. In fact, less is often more. Okay, and this time, I'm going to see if I can approach him for the last time. So I'm watching for stress indicators. We have a normal breathing rate. Very good. And I moved off, so he didn't even have to take a step back. And that's where we're going to leave today's session. I'm just going to give him a couple of handfuls here, right on the ground, to enjoy as I'm leaving. And that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video for session 3.